record a video about campaign finance. It's all in the news. God bless the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York. Thank you for bringing attention to campaign finance and 10-to-1 and matching funds. And we're going to look at the campaign databases. New York City has one. It's been around for a long time, not to say that that is good. And they don't even place all their data into the open data website that New York State or New York City has. They seem to have it all in zip files, all in different formats. At least the state does publish the data in one place for all data, contributions, committees, external, internal, whatever. But we're going to compare the contribution portion, right? Here is what we see. The contribution portion is here. This is a metadata about the contributions. Let's first focus on the headers of what we see, right? So if we quit out and we look at this, on the left-hand side, you see New York City. These are the column headings, a typical entry for New York City. Election is a number. Let's look over here at the state on the right-hand side. Election is a string, but they're kind of equivalent, right? We as database, the people that understand database can interpret this and translate. But recipient name is similar to the candidate committee name on the state. So the city's on the left again. Now schedule name, there's all these codes. We'll show that in the code file. The state is pretty good. It doesn't have too many codes. It has a code, but then it describes what it is in the data. So that's a nice feature, so you don't need yet another dictionary to look things up. Another thing I'll point out is Dombrowski here, just an example. The name is the contributor. On the state side, they actually make it clearer and they call it filing entity, first name, middle name, last name. They give an address. Now on the city side, they give, it's just apartment, borough, so you kind of have to know that this is a contributor. Well, the file that it comes in does say contributor or contribution. It also gives the name. One other difference is the occupation. The city seems to want to know your occupation, where the state doesn't even ask for that. Subcontractor purpose receipt. And we're going to keep this video short, but what I recommend is people look at prop.titleforce.org/elections. It has all the state information that's easily searchable, but the city is not in there, and that's what the whole process is, try to make this information easily searchable and shareable, because the current systems are not shareable. You can't share them. You can only say, here, go here, type this, type that, click on this window. That's exactly what you do when you don't want transparency. You make it as hard as possible. You want to go through all the motions of transparency, but not actually be transparent. Okay, so we're going to pause here, and I highly recommend prop.titleforce.org/elections, and also contact your constituent, your representative. I'm sorry, you're the constituent, right? They keep forgetting that. And say, where is this transparency? It's going to be in the news for years now. We got Brian Benjamin indicted and charged and found guilty and then reversed and now reversed back. We have Eric Adams using Brian Benjamin as a perfect example. I don't know how he could do that. And everyone is turning on everyone. Let the taxpayer know this, right? The number one thing to remember is you as a taxpayer may not contribute to any of these campaigns, but your tax dollars are going to these campaigns 10-to-1, 12-to-1, 8-to-1. That means that if somebody gives $1,000, I don't know what the minimum is, but there's some minimum, they get 10 times that amount or 12 times that amount from your taxpayer dollars. I think you better wake up. Contact